Once upon a time, in a cozy village, surrounded by lush green hills, there was a sky that never looked ordinary. Every morning the sun stretched its golden fingers across the horizon, painting the clouds in shades of pink and orange. But the most magical thing was the rainbow that appeared every evening, glowing brighter and more colorful than anywhere else in the world. One day, a curious little explorer noticed something strange. The rainbow was not just a pretty bow in the sky. It seemed to be calling for help. Tiny, sparkling lights danced along its arcs, flickering like they wanted to be touched. Filled with excitement, the little adventurer decided to follow the rainbow's trail to discover why it was glowing so strangely. Grabbing a small satchel filled with snacks, a magnifying glass, and a sketch pad, the journey was ready to begin. The rainbow's colors stretched far beyond the village, across forests where ancient trees whispered secrets, over fields sprinkled with wildflowers, and around sparkling lakes that mirrored the skies. Early in the journey, the adventurer reached the Forest of Whispers, a place where the wind carried stories from faraway lands. The trees had faces made of bark, eyes twinkling with years of wisdom. They greeted him warmly and told of a mischievous wind sprite who had tangled the rainbow's colors, making them lose their shine. To fix the rainbow, the sprite needed to be found and convinced to set things right. With a determined heart, the adventurer traveled deeper, following faint trails of shimmering light that only appeared at dawn. Along the way, curious animals came up to help. A clever fox with fur as bright as fire, a hummingbird with wings like tiny rainbows, and a gentle deer that moved silently like the mist. Together they crossed the crystal cave, where walls sparkled like diamonds, but the air was chilly and echoes whispered back secrets. There, the sprite's giggles could be heard, playful and tricky. The adventurer called out kindly, "We want to help fix the rainbow. Will you come out and play with us?" The sprite, small and glowing like a tiny tornado, twirled out from behind a sparkling stalactite, eyes full of mischief. "Only if you can solve my riddle," it challenged. "What has 7 colors but cannot be held?" Thinking hard, the adventurer remembered the beauty of the evening sky and smiled. "A rainbow," came the answer. The sprite laughed, clapped its hands, and released a swirl of sparkling dust. Suddenly, the rainbow's colors began to untwist and glow brightly again, spreading across the sky like ribbons of light. But the adventure was not over yet. The sprite had one last wish. "To thank you, follow the final path to the top of the cloudy peak, where dreams spread like wings." Climbing atop the highest hill, where cottony clouds brushed the earth, the adventurer saw a breathtaking sight. A bridge made of light connecting the clouds to the stars. With a joyful leap, the adventurer crossed, feeling the warmth of twinkling stars beneath their feet. At the end of the bridge awaited a glowing crystal heart that pulsed with the colors of the rainbow. Touching it, a gentle wave of light filled the air, promising that the magic of the rainbow would shine forever bright and true. Returning safely to the village, the explorer was greeted with cheers and smiles. The rainbow now shone with more brilliance than ever, a symbol of friendship, courage, and a little bit of magic. And every time the sun set, the village children would look toward the sky, dreaming about the next great adventure hidden somewhere within the colorful arcs of the sky.